Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing well. We have a special guest arrived. Let me get you in here, Luca. Hey, Luca.
Hey Luca. Hello everyone.
Um, for those who don't know, Luca is our designer, and he's here today because he's been working on a brand new select element. So we thought it would be a good opportunity to show you and get your feedback. Hi, Daniel. It's wonderful to have you on the stream as well. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so if you have any questions regarding your project, you want to hop on with us on the call with us, share your screen and ask your questions. I'm just um, like yeah, ask your questions in the chat and I'll line them up and then I'll share the link so you can join us. But maybe we can start with you, Luca.
So we've been working on the new select, and so I'm going to show you what it looks like. So here I am in my project, and I have a new select that we have. And so
Can you maybe zoom in a little bit?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is
Thanks.
this better?
Yeah, perfect.
So you may notice that compared to our current select, there are more elements in the tree here, and that is because we wanted to allow people to customize more parts of the select, because this is something that many users requested and it's been a pain to customize, especially some specific stuffs. But I'll walk you through some of the basics, especially the select when you first drop it. So this is the select when you first drop it from the add panel. You can see you have the search that was previously in the select here. And if you select it, works fine. But the beauty of it is that you have freedom in customizing everything in the design. So for example, I can easily change my indicator icon to other place. And also the same goes for the trigger here as well, which opens the select. So I have my options here listed, and so if I want a new option, I can simply click add. I would add my label, so let's say mango, and it will work just like that. But for example, what you couldn't really do with the old select, and for example, what if we want to add the color of the fruit here? So I can simply copy another text here. I can group them together and place them vertically, and then I can.
Sorry to interrupt. For those who don't know, the shortcut is Command G or Control G to group.
Yes, Command G will automatically group what you have selected under a flexbox, so it's easier than manually dropping a div every time. And so here on my options, I can also define my schema. So here I can add the color, and then I can simply add it for every fruit that I have here. And when I do that, I can see that for this text here, I should see the under. So you may notice a different color here, and this is the something new that we'll introduce, and that is the local context. So in here, you will have many useful things that you can use to bind. So for example, here under select, I have my list of options that I defined, and I have the active value, for example. So here under details and data, well, when I select it, I need to select it again. But then I should have under data here, I have the color, and then I can bind, well, it should be without this. And I can do the same thing in here. So I can again use Command G, like Joyce said, to bind the same thing to the color. And so previously this was much harder to do. And some of the other things that we have is now that you can control the drop-down appearance. which you couldn't do, so it was always on the bottom. So here you can change it to top, left,
Okay.
right, even change the alignment so you can center it. And one cool thing that we did is, so I'll put it on bottom, and let me, so if I change my section for it to align down, down, and now if I go and try to open the select, it will automatically open on the top. So if there is not enough space for it to open, it will open above. And also one of the things that many people struggle to do, and it was kind of hard to do, was when the select was, for example, let's say in a modal. So I'll just do something similar like this. So I'll make a modal that will position the select inside of it. And if you had overflow hidden on it, for many reasons, it was mostly, mostly if you're building a model, you want to have overflow hidden so you can scroll things. And previously it was always
hidden.
It was always blocking the select, and now it works fine. It will show even above the model. So this is
also, you don't need to do the
one
z-index. It's handled automatically.
Even z-index would not work.
Okay.
There is no way currently to work around it, so you couldn't make it work in any way. You would have to add additional paddings or make the model look ugly, but now you can. And maybe the last thing that I would like to mention is now you have the multi-select as an option inside the select, but in the I'm not sure if I updated here. No, I didn't. Let me try. So it will be a different element in the add panel, but you can do it. You can switch up that select that you have a single one to multiple and back and forth.
Cool.
And then
like
you
the
can build.
Upload.
Yes. And for example, here you are fully free to do any layout. So previously we had two options, either tags or the number of elements. Here I can still use that list, for example, but I can, make it so that it's a flex box and then have it in a list. I can change the style of these badges in any way that I want. For example, change the color or something. And if I want to, I could simply also do, I don't know, let's say, I can also do, for example, here I have my active and I have, again, the values, and I can just do, like we have in the current select. So
nice.
There are some things that will be slightly harder to connect, but overall the customizability of select and the freedom is much improved. So now you can do many of the cases that required building a custom select with a drop down or something else is now possible with the select. So I think it should make it easier for everyone to build.
I really like it.
The search. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the search, but first I wanted to ask in the chat, if anyone in the chat has any questions, don't hesitate to, about feedback about the select or questions, don't hesitate to ask them. And if you have questions about your progress of the project, don't hesitate to ask them as well. But yeah, I really like that. My first question was about the variable, like the new value, the new local thing in the Formula Explorer. I was wondering if we also have the value, we can still see the values in the variables, the logs and variables panel.
Yes, you have it here. You only have the value, but
the value. So what you're sending to your backend.
Yes, but inside the select you have many. So for example, one of the things also from design side that we had problems with the drop-down element is that you couldn't make the drop-down element the same width as the input, and now you can do that with this
nice
context that you have here, because you have the width exposed here, so you can do this without a problem.
Very cool. Hi, Xavier. Do you have a question today with dataset? and yeah, and I was wondering as well for the tags. Like I saw in the layout that the tags seem to be an element, so it means I don't need to handle the workflow. Like if I click on it to delete it, that's already included. I don't have to worry about that. Or do I...
The list for the choices?
So,
no, in the trigger.
No, you know, in the...
Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you can delete this. This is not a component. This is something that I built very quickly with the context. So, but this will come as default in the add panel for the multi-select. But since many people want different designs for their list of selected choices, we don't really provide the opinionated element. We let everyone decide what they want and build it to themselves, and it's really easy with all the data that you have available.
So right now, if you click on, you know, on the cross, on Apple cross to remove it, you would, in preview mode, you would need to like have a workflow to remove that from the local value.
Yes. Good. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, because you know, if someone doesn't want this option, they can just delete it. If they want, they can add it, and it's a simple action inside the workflow that you can do. And also, I forgot the context also includes methods. So you can see here in the workflows, I have some new stuff. So from the any element inside the select, I can open it, close it, toggle it, reset search, set value, reset value, and what we're missing is actually to remove a specific value, but this is going to come in the final version as well.
Nice. And for the search, I know that Abby is asking another question. We'll get to it in a second.
Yeah.
A little teaser. We will answer that question. Yeah, you mentioned the search flow, and I know it's a big one with select, like optimizing. So when you're, I think a use case that I see a lot, for example, is Google Places, and having like a list of a lot of places and the drop down select and being able to search through it. And I don't know, like sometimes it was better to use the search with results. Sometimes it was better to use the select. I can't quite remember when. Is that something that we address with this new select, or not yet for now? It's not the search is not the focus of that new select element.
So maybe first you can select the search element, Luca, because you do have some props here that you can use to improve the search. You can decide on what you are going to search, but on your use case, it's a bit different because you need to make an API call to get maps, to get the addresses. So in that case. It could be slightly different. You could add a workflow on the search on change with I don't remember if we added a delay, or I mean on that search. But yes, this is something feasible. You could make a call and change then the values, but that's not the main purpose. I mean, the best way to do that remains to use a classic input and then display the results below. Basically, I think the drop down would be better to do that instead of the select, because you would manage how you would also display that. But that's a nice use case. Maybe we need to add some thoughts with this.
And Daniel is saying incredible job on the new select element, so he seems happy. And Daniel, by the way, has been working on a Xano and WeWeb boilerplate. Maybe you can share the link in the chat, Daniel. I do a little bit of self-promotion. It looks pretty cool, so go for it. Did anyone else in the chat have any? And hi, Mathias. Does anyone have any question for Luca or feedback on the select use cases you want to make sure will be addressed? Otherwise, I'll share Luca's Twitter as well, so you can reach out to him afterwards if you need to, or on the community, of course. But it looks like
So
no
maybe
question.
I can. Well, Luca, you're here. Maybe you can click on deploy on the top right to answer Abby questions.
Oh, surprise!
So here you have no access to logs. You can open the logs also here, enter them, so you can see what's going on here. And you're going to see that it's a lot faster. So that's the first thing. So I think it's almost done. And it will be even faster on the real production environment because this one is the staging. But should be done in a few seconds.
Yes.
And not sure if
And
you
done.
know. Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
So it's a lot faster. And you can also click export on the top right. And not on that project. You may need another one. Maybe I could share my screen.
But I think when you first click deployed.
Yeah, it said upgrade.
Oh yeah,
Because
it said upgrade.
That's
Okay.
right.
Paid.
Well, basically you could take a look on Thursday, but now you can also export the code and it takes 5 seconds to deploy to GitHub. So you can connect your GitHub account directly and you can just export the code, developer style code on GitHub and then connect Netlify or something like this to just build a project like a developer would do. So this is coming on Thursday.
Very nice.
I think it's the same like exporting the source code. So let's see. And done.
Yeah.
Very nice. Abby is saying yes. Thank you so much. Quick deploy is a game changer for sure. For sure. I think I'm going to be publishing compulsively. I don't know. Like for me, I don't have the use case where I'll need to push directly to GitHub, but just the fact that we are adding that makes me want to look for a use case where I need to, publish when I need to push to GitHub. All right, cool. So Thursday, Abby, it should be coming Thursday. All right, thanks so much, Luca.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luca.
Feel free to head out or hang out, however you prefer.
Yeah, I'll keep watching, but I'll leave the stream.
Cool. And Xavier is asking, will the 22nd deployed be the same even for big projects?
Almost, yes. It depends on the number of your static pages. If you have a huge collection, for example, with static pages, based on that collection, it could take a bit longer, but honestly, we tried some really big projects and it took 30 seconds on our staging environment. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that you are going to see that improvement, Xavier.
We're always trying to push the boundaries of WeWeb.
Absolutely. But no, really I'm confident with that because someone in the team tested really big project and it worked like a charm. So.
All right, nice. Okay, I'm sharing the link to join us. If you have a question about your project, I don't know, Abby, if you had a question. I know you're working on a new project. Looks really cool. And yes, please do try, Xavier, and let us know how it went. Bertrand was in the chat earlier asking to hop in, but I didn't see the question go through. So we'll give it a couple of minutes and see if anyone hops on. All right, Bertrand is in. A little bit of a mystical Bertrand, which we can't see, but I'm sure, I'm sure he will appear soon. We can hear you now.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see the question. I didn't ask the question.
Why?
But I got a question, a very important question. Or maybe I better present it because then you see what's happening.
Of course, go for it.
Okay. Let me see where I can do that. Ah, yeah, here. Oh, which one? Window. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Abby
Yeah,
is
this
saying no
one.
questions, just excited to be part of the community. Thank you, Abby. And
Thank you, Abby.
I'm really enjoying seeing your posts on Twitter, so excited to have you as well.
Do I share my screen already?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm logged in as a tenant administrator. And if I go on tenant administration, well, I can, of course. Oh, yeah. It's first of all, this page is protected by using the role ID of this tenant administrator. But as you can see, I'm just logged out now. And I show you what happens. If I click on this, I first have to log in again. So, and I get to this management page. I go to the dashboard. I'm still logged in, but when I go on tenant administration, I'm not logged in anymore.
Can you select undefined and show us how you bound this value?
Yeah. You see that I'm not logged in anymore, so I don't have my email address here anymore. This is also a test for me. And if I go to the dashboard, or let's say the dashboard, yeah, now it doesn't work because I'm logged out again.
Okay, first, can you just... Okay, stop here, please, Bertrand. Can you select the email here?
What?
Your login, yeah, the Winfried local soft. I just want to see the binding here. Just
the
below
of
below
email address.
Yeah, below dashboard, you've got a text, your login and the email address. Can you select it? Yes, just below that.
Ah, here.
Yes, here. Yeah, can you show us that?
Now I'm logged in.
Same. Okay.
The problem is, I think, because I don't have the, Joyce, you know, the scale plan, so I had to find another way to protect pages. And this is how it's protected. Wait a minute, it's tenant administration. I got a trigger workflow. This page can only be seen by a piper or tenant administrator. And this is, let's say, the criteria to...
Okay.
I get the role ID from the app metadata on login. And this is the problem. It seems that on checking, it's locking me out sometimes, or most of the time. You see now it's true, and I'm going through. Usually it should display the settings page, and it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't, and also it jumps back sometimes, and I'm locked out.
Okay, so to check that, we need to make sure that you have the proper IDs here. So right now it would be hard to test, especially because you're asking me to hack our productized feature, but that's okay. Can you just show us the link on dashboard button?
Here?
Yes. How do you go to the next page? Navigate to dashboard. Oh, so this one is weird. You are navigating to the same page, right?
No. I'm not on the dashboard. I'm now on setting.
Okay.
Page.
It's the tenant admin. Okay.
Just
so you go to
going to the
dashboard. Can you
dashboard.
just click on variables? You know, on the top left, you've got logs. Can you select variables?
Here. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes. You need to click on the bug icon. The little bug icon.
Oh
yes,
yeah, I
here.
see. Okay.
And then variables. Okay, can you scroll here? I just want to see the user data. Or type in user in the search, please. Yes, in here, can you type in user? Okay, can you click on the, you see you've got plugins, really the last one? Yes, this one, can you click on it? Yeah, no, not here, just below. Yes, on here, so we could see the data. Okay, so in here we should see email. Can you go to dashboard now? Like click preview, yeah.
You mean on the real?
Yeah.
Dashboard?
Click here, yeah, here. Okay,
I'm
and now can you do?
Yeah.
And can you do what you did before, where you lost the emails? Yeah, and indeed in here. Okay, so can you go back to? Can you go back to that?
Okay.
Can you?
No,
can you
I'm not logged in anymore.
Okay.
And
can
the
you?
user is null.
Yes. So you have something on that button. Can you click? So the button you click on before. Can you show us the workflow?
I have to first log out and log in again. Otherwise, I cannot. This button is hidden for non-administrators. That's why.
Perfect.
Okay. Now I'm going
dashboard.
to dashboard.
Okay. And so can you
and I
show
click
us?
Here.
Don't click.
No, I don't. I show you what it does.
Yes. Perfect.
It's just moving to another page. And this page is has a on page load workflow which checks whether the guy is a tenant administrator or not. This seems to be the problem, but why am I always locked out? That's
okay. I do need to check a bit more. There is something that is removing the user value, and I don't know why. This is really weird. It looks like a bug, but I have never met that before. So now, can you test that workflow? Just click test, please. Okay.
I'm still logged in. And now it should be,
Yeah, but
it doesn't do anything right now.
Can you click on that button again, please?
I just, now, okay.
Okay, and here you do have the user.
Here I'm still logged in.
So this, okay, can you go back to that button, please?
Yeah, I try. Dashboard.
Can you click on it? No, not click on it. Just show us. Yeah, on the edit mode. Can you show me the setting tab? Yeah, the tab in the second tab here, not the workflows. Really, the settings. No, on the right side. On the right side, you've got this one. Perfect.
No.
So when you test the workflow, it's working, and when you click on it, it's not. So this is really weird.
As I
Have you
said,
noticed it's a component?
it's a component, yeah.
Oh, can you click edit? Can you click edit? Can you show us the Well done, Joyce. Do you have any workflow on that? Can you go to setting before workflow? No link. Okay. Can you go to the workflow tab? Do you have a workflow on this? Oh, yeah. Here you are.
Ah,
So you need to remove this.
okay. But how did it come there?
You put it there, I'm pretty sure, but
Yeah.
Well done, Joyce.
I know I didn't, but
Oh.
Okay.
Ah. Yeah, okay, that's the solution, I guess.
all right, cool.
Yeah. Thank you very
Okay,
much
perfect. You're welcome, Bertrand.
for
Thank
these.
you, Bertrand.
Have a great day.
I always like our little mysteries. I feel like a detective.
Yeah. This made me crazy, really.
I can imagine.
understand.
Yeah, and you too, almost. Hmm?
Yeah, almost.
Almost, yeah.
You almost got
Almost.
us.
5 more minutes and I was in a mental institute, I think.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Hmm?
Thank you,
Thank you.
Bertrand.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Bye bye. Yeah. Oh.
And by the way, I'm thinking about it because I spoke to Bertrand earlier, and Ryan was saying earlier, yay, office hours are back. So apologies, it's been since September. It's been a little bit on and off because I've been traveling a lot, so we haven't always maintained. We try to do them weekly or as regularly as we can. It's still going to be a little bit choppy because I'm still traveling quite a lot until December, but we try to do these as much as we can. And Adam was asking about the new office hour format. So yes, this is absolutely where you can ask a question. And I see you're in, so I am going to invite you to join. How are you doing, Adam?
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Doing good.
Good. So I have a question about back-end pagination.
Mm-hmm.
So I've used it in the past. I use it in other pages and it works. But for some reason, I use it on a new page. So I have reports and basically I display a certain amount and I have a button to click to see all the different reports of that same type. So this is for CHRO. And then in the pagination, basically once you get to, I think it says there's 5 pages. And I checked in the back end and it also said that. I have Xano open as well if we need to see it.
Okay.
And then I think it's, okay, yeah. So it doesn't have the full amount already starting on page 3 and then the subsequent ones will be empty.
Can you share your screen with us?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes. I'm not used to this.
Just make sure there's no private information and sensitive data because we are streaming.
Okay, yes. Okay. Allow and let's see window.
And just while you look for that, I'll just quickly answer Ryan's question about updates on the Cloudflare integration issues. So we don't have an integration with Cloudflare. We proposed a workaround, like a Cloudflare worker, to handle certain types of metadata, but there are no plans to like update that. It's like a workaround that we give you. But right now, the only support we can provide on that is through the community. So if you've already created a question in the community, I haven't had time to check in there in a while, but I'll have a look. And yeah, sorry, Adam, go for it.
Yeah. Do you see
Didn't
the
want to
screen?
keep Ryan waiting too long. Yes, let me share it with everyone. All right, here we go.
Okay. Yeah. So here's a page where I have all these different reports of this type. The pagination shows that there's 5, but once you get to 3, that's like the end of really the road, and then 4 and 5 are empty.
Okay.
Are you using custom pagination?
I am using custom. I can show you.
This happened to me a few times because I had one of the formulas wrong.
Okay, so we got total items. So 93 is the total, and I have, I think, 20 per page. Yeah, 20 per page.
So 20.
And then
Wait.
offset. Oh, sorry.
So what is this bound to? The 20? Isn't the 20 fixed?
The 20. So I did it as I bound it just in case I change it at a certain point.
Okay.
Yeah, and offset is this is the formula I used.
And the items per page, you what is it bound to? Like the per page, what does it correspond to? Because I just want to make sure, because what I did a few times, the mistake I made was binding to the number of results that I was receiving per page, which sometimes would be, if it's the last page, it's less. And that got me confused a couple times. So it might not be that. I'm just.
So
But here's
where the
Okay,
per page
okay.
comes from. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it shouldn't change.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah, okay.
Can you just try something? Can you just copy paste this paginator? I just want to try something without breaking what you did.
Okay, just paste it anywhere.
Yeah, paste it just below.
Okay.
Or you can duplicate. You can click on it and in here it's perfect. Can you just remove the custom pagination to get it to off? Because as you are using is it a Xeno collection? Right.
It's Xeno, yeah.
Can you select it here?
2 more minutes. Yeah.
And here you just have one. Okay, because normally if you are using the Xeno collection, it should work without any without using custom pagination. So can you show us this collection, the V2 more moves?
Yes. Find it.
Okay, can you click the little toggle you have just above formatted, the formatted toggle, really at the top of the last panel? You've got the last panel where you have the data. Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Untoggle it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So I can see that easily. So in here you see you've got page total 5 from Xeno. So this is weird. Especially if you are saying that it's not the case, so it looks like a backend issue here. Can you quickly go to Xeno just to take a look at that endpoint?
I think I have to reshare my page for Xeno. Let me find it. Okay, there we go. You see Xeno?
Yeah.
This is the last. I have the last call as well. The one I just showed you, I believe. Open, and let me know what you want to show you. So
the output, and here you toggle pagination.
Paging here 20, and then external.
Okay, can you run and debug this? Just to try out here. Just to check the data input.
Yes.
And how many items you have? And do you really have 93 items here? I mean,
yeah. So in these commented out, I checked to make sure. The last time I checked, that's how many I had.
Okay, so you
I
should
did
have
unpaged versions up here, and then I commented them.
Okay, got it. So it's not a backend issue because you should have 5 pages. Okay, so that's correct. Can you show us if you added a filter on the front-end side?
Am I missing something? Maybe I'm really tired, but shouldn't you have 4 pages if they're 93 items and 20 per page?
No, it's 5.
No, and then extra.
20, 40, 60. Oh yeah, go to 80. Wow.
4 full, and then one extra.
Yeah. I was thinking about it, and I thought there's no stupid question, so I will ask it.
That's a correct question, but you didn't see it, but I counted on my fingers too.
I definitely did when I was testing as well. I double checked.
Okay, so that's correct. You should have 5 pages. So can you go back to the web page? And
yes.
I just want to check. You may have a filter applied somewhere, and this is why you have less items displayed.
Okay, definitely. Let me just go back to it.
And if it's the case, it means that you should add this filter on the backend side, so Xano could return the correct amount of pages. Because if you add a front-end filter, then it would be much more complicated to do it on the front-end side.
Do you see it now?
No.
Sorry.
Oh, maybe Joyce, it's on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so in the collection list below, yes, where you can you
Here?
Did you add a filter here? No.
No.
Did you add a filter on the collection?
Not here. Oh, are you
In
saying
the data tab?
Yes, on the
in the actual data tab?
Yes.
Let's see.
Filter.
Oh, filters here.
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Huh.
I was very stuck.
Your workflow on the paginator, can you?
My workflow on the paginator. You want to see?
Is there?
If there's any? On change. Let's see. Get per page. I wanted to get from there, so that's what I use. So change the variable. I just use the change event. And
per page here.
So this is the result of getting from the variable. If it's empty, I use 20, and then I use all that data to fetch the collection.
Okay.
I think if you disable the first and third step.
Oops. Disable.
I'd be curious to see if and you reload maybe.
See, maybe.
Nice loader.
Thank you. Okay, weird.
That's
maybe your suggestion would work. I might have to change some other things around.
I don't know. There's something bothering me about the per page because.
Yeah. Can you activate them? Yes, I just want to check the data. So can you go to the I think you need to reload here.
Yeah.
Can you go to the third page?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically here, if you scroll, you've got the last item, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Can you go to your collection?
In data right here?
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to check the configuration. Can you go to the configuration here? Yes, this tab, and I suppose here you've got something like page or per page.
Page is 3. Offset is 40. Per page is still 20.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure with the Xano backend pagination, I've run into issues when I've used both offset and per page. And then I need to use only one of them.
Okay, interesting point. I'm just gonna edit that in the back end and see if that makes a difference.
Oh no, I mean just in I can't remember, but I think I mentioned it in the user docs. I think in our user docs I only use offset.
Okay, I'm gonna try that now. What you just recommended.
Yeah. I was going to ask you to click on page 4 just to check the request.
Let's see.
Let me do that.
I'm gonna reload now. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully that works. I spent way too long trying to figure this out.
I think it must be one of the tutorials I spent the most time on.
Yeah.
Because I kept running into issues.
Okay, 4, and then you want me to check the...
Yes, the request here. Okay,
offset
so
is 60.
so that should be 60.
I took off the per page, so now it's page 4. Per page doesn't exist anymore, but it would have been
Wait a second here.
Yeah.
Page 4, page 3. This should be 60. And here you don't have items. Yeah, items is empty, right? Why? Can you reproduce that? Can you show us on the Zano side the history?
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Let me reshare.
it looks okay on the front end side, so I'm curious to see what's going on. I mean, the request looks okay, so that's why.
I reshared and let me see. Okay, input. Let me make sure. This is yeah, that's that, and then output. I don't think it will. Oh yeah, it will show you. Because
And
there's
you,
not
and
so
you
much
do have
info.
zero items. So if you copy this, the inputs like you did before, and go to the run and debug here, and if you paste that, okay. So this, okay. So what should we have here to make it work? That's the question.
Yeah.
And this is weird.
Very
Because
weird.
this should work. This should work. Why it's not working? Current page 4. Can you remove the current page? The page in the input?
This page here?
No, not here, just in the run and debug.
Run and debug.
Yeah,
okay.
here. Can you remove that? Can you try again? Okay, it looks better. So I guess you should use you should use page or offset, one of the other.
Okay.
So I think that's why you had nothing. So yeah, so you choose.
Yeah, I'll keep offset. Okay. Amazing. Why is it not saving? Oh. Something's not going right.
Okay.
It's not letting me save for some reason.
Well, it's not.
It's
not
okay.
big. It's okay.
What?
Oh, you can just you could keep what you had before and just on the front end side don't send the page or an offset in your collection.
Right. Yeah.
Just choose
Let's
one
see.
of them and this should work. So on the front end side you can unbind one of those. You can keep page or offset. You can keep offset. We wanted to keep offset, so keep offset and unbind page and try again. I think it should work better.
We're kind of running out of time and still have a couple questions. Is it okay for you if we?
Okay, it works.
Hop on, Adam? It works.
It works.
All right.
I think it worked.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for your help.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks for your patience.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, Adam.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we did have a few questions. So Ryan is saying that Dan actually mentioned in the community that we would communicate about the Cloudflare workaround. So in terms of communication, maybe we'll write a post that clarifies everything. But the idea is for us, we see WeWeb as in our opinion, like the best tool to create marketplaces is Shopify. So depending on your use case, like it's not our number one priority at the moment. It's not like the dynamic metadata is not something we can prioritize at the moment. So Flo, I say we, but Flo really created the Cloudflare workaround to help you guys do something with it. But at the moment, we don't have the resources to provide a lot of support. I think, Ryan, yeah, you already created topics in the community, so I will have a look to see if I can help out, but I'm not sure I can, because it sounds like you already went pretty far and that your use case is like an additional complexity. So I think I probably won't be able to help, but I'll take a look. And
I can take a look. Just if you ping me, and I will try to take a look this week to the post.
But it's really something that, like, initially we created the workaround to try to help you out, but it's actually created a lot of support requests, which is understandable because it's quite a technical workaround. But so our conclusion is kind of like it's not super satisfactory. So yeah.
I mean, it is, but it's technical. You need to code. And
no, but I mean satisfactory in terms of user experience. Like,
yeah, sure, because it's not productized. It's something on top of it. Absolutely.
Giovanni was asking if there's anything new in the next few days because he arrived a little bit late. So yeah, the quick publish and push directly to GitHub is coming in a couple of days. And Tillyboard was asking, is it possible to use @MediaPrint, and where should I apply the CSS properties?
That's a good question. Not yet. Yeah. Right now it's a hack to use that, so I'd be honest. Not yet. This is something we are working on to help you basically type in really the CSS you want, especially the media print options in the custom CSS. As now we removed. No, I really need to take a look to that. So not now. This is something we are going to work on, I think, in January, because we are going to standardize really how CSS works on WeWeb, so it would be really like developers, and you would be even able to basically have a CSS file, copy paste your CSS there, and use the classes on the sidebar. So you would be able to do that. Just need to be a bit more patient with this, but this is coming. Yes.
All right, cool. And Khaled was said we should listen up. We're missing something vital, but then he didn't say what. So disappointed. But so if you want to tell us what, would be more than happy to listen. And I went 2 weeks on holiday, so I forgot again how to pronounce your name, and I'm again very sorry. But I have a small request. Please make the scroll bar a little higher. Otherwise, it's very inconvenient when scrolling in the code area and logs. Do you know what? Yeah, he's referring.
What do you mean by a little higher? I'm not sure I got what you meant.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you go to expand, that would fix your issue. Like, you would see better if it. Let me show you. I'm not 100% sure I know what this is referring to, but let me try. And you can let me know if that's what you were referring to. So I thought it might be this.
And maybe if you go to...
If that's the case, you can expand, and then it will be much nicer for you. So if that's what you were referring to, I think this little button here would be your savior. And I think that was it for today. Yes, I think I didn't miss anything. So thank you everyone for this stream. It was a pleasure as usual. Thank you, Flo. It was really nice to have Luca on
it was.
Well. Next time we can, because it was kind of improvised so everyone knows, but yeah, if he's up for it, I'd love to like promote it a little bit when he wants to hop on and get some user feedback. And last question, sorry for the off topic. Maybe someone knows if Xano has any type of parallel execution of tasks, parallel nodes like in BuildShip. Not a percentage. I don't know. Do you know?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I don't
we
have
don't
this
know.
information.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Talk to you
Thank you,
very
everyone.
soon. I will be traveling next week, but we'll try to have office hours next week anyway. And yeah, see you soon. Anyhow.